Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Stein, and I really love movies. I love watching them, I love learning everything I can about them. So, in the hope that some of you share the same interests that I do and hope to learn something that they don't already know about movies, um, I want to teach you guys a little something about story structure, and more specifically, the three-act structure that a lot of movies follow. While not every movie follows this specific three-act structure to the T, it's a widely used template for a lot of screenwriters. So let's get into the basics of a three-act structure. A film can be broken down into three parts, or acts as they're known: the setup, the confrontation, and the resolution, or if you will, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Typically, the setup is where we meet the players of the story: the hero, the love interest, the best friend, etc. This all takes place within the first 15 or 20 minutes. That first few minutes is known as the first act. And then we reach the second act, or the confrontation, when the first plot point is introduced, throwing the players into the story's main conflict. Usually, the second act is the main bulk of the movie. It'll take up about an hour of a 90-minute film. What takes place in this act is known as rising action. The villain's plan is unfolding as the hero scrambles to stop him, and then at the peak of all things, we finally reach the climax. Now, this is what everything is leading up to. It's usually a big battle or an argument or something of the sort. For example, the fight with the shark at the end of Jaws is the climax, and it's the final plot point before the third act or the resolution. So Brody shoots the tank, Jaws blows up, and everybody lives happily ever after until Jaws 2. So the resolution takes up about 10 minutes of the movie, and it's where we all get our nice ending. So that's a little bit of a rundown of the basic three-act structure. I hope you guys found it at least a little bit interesting. I know when I learned what everything was called and that movies were made, a lot of movies were made to a specific structure. I watched them a little bit differently. Maybe next time you watch a movie, you'll recognize if it has that specific structure. But like I said before, not every movie has this specific structure. And a lot of movies aren't, especially nowadays, aren't this simple. They have subplots, and some movies actually have 5 acts as opposed to 3. But this is still a really popular way to tell stories in film. Sometimes it gets a little boring, but if it's done well, a 3-act structure can really work. Like I use an example, Jaws is a really good example of a 3-act structure. So I hope you guys enjoy this information, and thank you.